Thank you. Wow. Reception and admission. It's nice there. There's a couple of Thank you.
Mennonite Heritage Village is a museum in Steinbach, Manitoba, Canada, telling the story of the Russian Mennonites in Canada. The museum contains both an open-air museum, open seasonally, and an indoor gallery open year-round. The first settlers were Dutch Mennonites that had migrated to Russia prior to coming to Canada. The first homes they built were individual temporary homes called semlen, a sod hut that later was converted to root cellars. Orchards were extremely important to the settlers. They would raise Saskatoon berries, choke cherries, crab apples, rhubarb, strawberries, make these all into jams and fruit preserves for winter use. Log home construction. This shows the rooms in it, in the kitchen, wood kitchen stove with an oven in it and a warming oven above it. Many had hot water reservoirs built into the side of the stove for a steady supply of hot water. These stoves would be heated by wood, which was at one end of the stove. So you can pick your desired heat by moving pots around the stove.
Let's go to the bedroom.
The sinks shown have no taps or drains. You carried water in and you carried the sink outside and dumped it when you were done. The water put into the sinks was often used over and over.
Oops. Oh, they have Saskatoon berries. Huh? House and barn joined together? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the barn.
You want to walk through?
No need.
This is an old seed drill.
Oh yeah?
Don't come to stick his nose in.
We're eating. Oh, up.
Familiar?
Yeah. Oh, 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 oh.
What's in there?
Nothing. Oh, that's their school.
The lumber sawmill shed here shows where a steam tractor ran the saw blades to turn trees into lumber. Often one tractor hooked to a live shaft which would turn several pieces of equipment by running belts off the live shaft. Windmill was used to convert wind power to mechanical power to turn large grinding stones to crush grains into flour for breads.
Of the windmill.
In 2000, the first windmill of the Heritage Village was destroyed by arsonists. It was quickly rebuilt in less than 1 year with assistance of Dutch millwrights.
Small windmill.
Schoolhouse is one room. Usually 8 grades, 1 through 8 are all taught by one teacher. The wood stove here heats the room in the winter.
Our lesson for
and
today.
it is usually an older student who would come to school early
What about the moon?
and light a fire to warm the building up before school started.
On an orbit around the Earth, and as the Earth revolves around the Sun, the Earth therefore carries the Moon on its yearly journey around the Sun. Try to draw the actual path of the Moon on its journey.
I'll give you 100 points.
School today. Johnny said, obviously not enough because they want me to go back tomorrow.
Grade 2.
All the way through grade 8. This part.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little stove we use to keep the...
Field dispenser. Oh my God, it's solid metal. Brass. Oh, look at the floor.
They wouldn't have...
Hang their coats in here in the winter.
There was a whole class of kids.
Can I have a ride? No.
Restaurant is modeled in the style of the times. I ate borscht soup here and whole grain bread. The soup was vegetables, mostly beets and cabbage that the settlers would have grown themselves.
But it's a vegetable soup. They're very inexpensive to make. Cabbage and beets are very available.
Blacksmith shop,
Oh, wow.
where wagon wheel parts, tools, and anything metal would be constructed.
A harness shop.
Okay.
That's where they build all the leather harnesses for the horses.
Wow.
Printing shop, called a printery, for newspapers, brochures, notices, etc.
Where they make newspaper.
Horse carriage shown here is a two-seater lightweight to be pulled by one horse to go to town, church, or visiting.
Who would ride this?
Right there, they've got some fat. It's just a nice little.
Oh, during that
See the little
time.
stand here, just get up onto it. Little step to get up on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, mayor and his wife can ride it to church.
Tour.
Check it out.
Store would sell food, clothing, matches, candles, kerosene, and pretty much anything else you wanted to buy, called dry goods.
Shoes. Wow. Clothing, shoes. 90 cents.
Gas service station. The pump here is called a visible gas pump because the station attendant would pump the gas up to a clear cylinder in the top of the pump, allowing the customer to see the quantity being bought. Gravity would then force the gas down the hose into a gas can or gas tank.
Yeah. That's, what's that?
What is this? The sundial.
Oh.
Put this in here, and the sun shows its shadow from the sun.
This Mennonite Village Heritage Museum is a very nice view of the times gone by. Very well displayed and very well upkept. Well worth seeing.
They migrated to
Flowers, beautiful.